Morning, YouTube. Today I'm at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, and that name may sound familiar to you. That's Kill Devil Hill. That's where the Wright brothers experimented with gliders. Came here for the constant winds and soft landings. This was pretty much sand at the time, but they planted grass to stabilize it. But behind me here is reconstruction of their original workshop here. Because of the wind, staying out in tents was pretty much impossible. So they ended up sleeping basically in hammocks above the glider, and when they were putting it all together and doing experiments here.
Very nice, very nice.
Then in 1902, they built this bigger hangar, so they had a place to live and a place to work, much bigger. And so let's take a walk over here to where they actually flew. So this boulder marks the takeoff point for the first or the 4 flights that they made on December 17th, 1903. First powered flight wasn't very long, as this next boulder was where that first flight landed. And I'm sure they were super happy at the time. And they tried again and were able to go just a little bit farther. So with that success, they made a third attempt and went another 20 feet or so, and then their 4th attempt was way out there with a guy in the red shirt, that boulder or that monument out there. So I would say call that a pretty successful day, considering that it was only 115 more or less years ago, and look at where we are now in powered flight. Pretty remarkable. Oh, that first flight was 120 feet, lasted 12 seconds, and they took turns throughout the rest of the day. The next one went 175 feet, then 200 feet, and the final one of the day went 829 feet, lasted 59 seconds. Unfortunately, that was the end of that flyer. The crosswind caught it, flipped it, and damaged it beyond easy repair. So, now can you imagine this? Is Kill Devil Hill. It was a massive sand dune back in the day, much like the ones from the previous video. And the Wright brothers, before they could master powered flight, figured out that they really needed to learn the mechanics of flight and experiment. So they did a lot of work with gliders and gliding down off this hill, but every time you had to carry that thing back up this hill. And much like the soft sand at that last Jockey Hill State Park, it's hard walking up on soft sand without the burden of carrying a heavy glider up there. But there's friends and guys from the local rescue boats and stuff. They helped them carry it up here. But in 1929, to help stabilize it, the local farmers came in here and planted grass so they could build a monument on top and not have to worry about it. So on the back side of the monument here, they've got a life-size replica, although it's steel so it'd never fly, but to get an idea of what it would have looked like. And they got a guy from the life-saving service taking a picture, Wilbur and other life-saving guys and friends helping, and Orville laying on it and flying it for the very first time. And you imagine Orville weight balancing the engine, how loud that must have been. I'm up here on top of Kill Devil Hill and at the monument to Wilbur and Orville Wright. They laid the cornerstone for this on December 17th, 1928, 25 years to the day when they did their first flight. That's also when they put the boulder marking the takeoff spot. And they were here at the time. So it's getting a little bit rainy and raining sideways up here. So I'm going to head back down to the bus and get going. And I'm pretty sure this is about it for the Outer Banks for this year. But you never know, I might come back. It's pretty nice out here. So I will see you later, YouTube. See you down the road.